my cutie little bitches. I have Jill with me here today again, and we're going to jump right into the sip of the episode, and then we are going to go full throttle into talking about off campus, which I'm so freaking excited about. So, all right, grab your beverage. Would you like to introduce this beverage today?
It looks like Bloom Pop prebiotic. Perfect for us old ancient ladies. Peach pineapple, yum.
I know.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go. This one's not caffeinated. Our first one obviously was very caffeinated. 3 grams of sugar, and that's pretty damn good. All right, let's try it. Ready? Struggle bussin'. All right.
That's good.
Gupta.
The queen's coming.
I cannot help that. Not very many people are like that. Let's just say that.
I feel like a lot more people are like that than we realize.
But movie quotes every single thing. Like, how many people are going to know what I just said?
Right.
I don't know. You do immediately.
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to take another sip. That's actually delicious. I love me a prebiotic soda or the like fiber sodas because I feel like they don't taste weird. Sometimes the protein ones do. They don't taste weird, and I'm like, oh, great. How much fiber? Well, I wonder if this has fiber in it, actually. No, this one just says prebiotic, but there are ones that are, I think Olipop or Poppy also have
Yeah, that's really good.
fiber, but this is super yummy, very peachy, and I would say the peach might be a little stronger than the pineapple on it.
That's what I was going to say. Pineapple is just a hint of a back flavor.
Yeah,
Like
I like it.
sliding through the back door.
I feel like I actually prefer the peach flavor anyways. So I like that the pineapple's softer. I like pineapple.
Yeah.
Just sometimes it can be so like dominating.
Yeah.
But
Like banana. You just have like a little tiny bit of banana and it'll cover the whole thing.
Okay.
Yeah, that's yummy.
I give it a 8.5.
Yeah. Give maybe an 8.
Maybe an 8. All right.
That's good.
All right. Good job, Bloom Pop. Okay. So I'm going to say, you guys, I'm having a brain fart. What is the phrase that you try to warn people?
Oh, disclaimer?
Thank you. Disclaimer, if you haven't watched Off Campus and you want to, maybe don't listen to this. I don't know where the conversation's going to go exactly. So if
there
you're
may or
gonna
may not
watch
be
it,
spoilers.
yeah, spoiler alert. That is what I was looking
Yep.
for. Spoiler alert.
Okay.
So if you guys have watched Off Campus, welcome to the discussion because it's going to be so much fun. Garrett Graham is a beautiful man. He's just beautiful.
So cute.
All the characters on there are so beautiful. I mean,
Yeah.
I might butcher some of the names, so I might need your help, or I might throw it in my phone because I'm like, I can't remember all of the characters' names. But Off Campus was such a good show for so many different reasons. And it's probably annoying, but there's so many people on Instagram and TikTok. And
Everybody's talking about it.
they're all talking about it. And I feel like a lot of the people talking about it are women from like 30 to like 45, truly, because it was just so good. It was like, you have these jocks, but they're not like assholes. Like, they're a little bit cocky because look at them. Just go watch the movie or the show. You'll understand.
Yeah.
They're good at what they do. They're very good looking. They're in college. They're having a good time being single. Wink, wink, if you know what I mean. And, but they're like nice guys. And when you're watching the show, I think so many times you're expecting something that's either happened to you or happened to a friend or what you always see to happen. And then it doesn't. So I'm thinking of, for one example, like the jock, Garrett Graham, he's literally the main character. I'm blanking on the girl's name. What's her name? Hannah. And Hannah is obviously like, she comes across dorky, but I don't really feel like she was. Like, if you like go back to like her little high school, they show little flashbacks.
Yeah.
I feel like she actually wasn't that dorky, but because she's like in music, it kind of seems that way at first.
She
but
gets
then
put
she's
into
not,
that. Right.
and she's totally cute and like flirty and is good at all the
And
things
like a
that
good
Garrett's
friend.
like teaching her to do.
Yeah.
But she's actually like so good at it.
Yeah.
So, okay, let's go. I'm trying to think of beginning. I wanted to rewatch it so bad.
Yeah.
But I didn't get around to watching the whole thing again. But I feel like there's a lot of like different. Okay, I'm going to think of one. When Garrett and he's teaching her.
Yeah.
Obviously how to be like hot and flirty and like
Oh,
I'm
sure.
gonna pretend
Like be unavailable.
unavailable for the singer guy, which I'm blanking on his name too. I think he's so cute. But his personality
Justin?
is yes,
Justin.
his personality. He's actually
But he calls him like
beautiful.
Jacob and Jonathan and all the other
on
J
purpose.
names.
Once he starts liking her, you're even more. Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, Garrett, we know
That's
what you're
really
doing.
funny. Yeah.
But the one spot where I'm like so many feelings and thoughts are running through my head is when he's working out in the gym and she walks in or whatever and he like teases her and he's like, hey, yeah. And then, or what is he says something to her like, oh my gosh, I'm blinking. Like, is this turning you on or like, can you handle this type of thing? And then she like flips it onto him real quick.
Yeah. She's
and
like,
he's
okay,
like,
bring it on.
Yeah, exactly. And then she walks over to the friend.
Yes.
And
Logan.
literally lays it on him. Oh,
John
and in that moment, I was like, good job, girl. Like, you showed him, but then also the way that Logan looks at her, you're like, no, you're the friend that, like, kind of has a crush on her.
No. And he's so sweet and good and cute, too.
But also, that's one of the moments where I was like, oh, no.
Yeah.
Is she going to like start hooking up with both of them behind the scenes? Because she's not, you know, obviously she's not with Garrett and she's not with Justin. So it's like something going to happen there.
Right.
And then I was like feeling all nervous that like he was going to go behind his buddy's back and it was going to sabotage everything. And none of that happened.
Yeah.
It was like, yeah, he had feelings a little bit and you can tell.
Yeah.
But he respects his friend and he knows that Hannah likes him.
Yeah.
And so he's like, I'm not going to try and sabotage any of this. But then you're like, oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Then you like feel so bad. But like in that moment,
Mm-hmm.
the way that my mind was going was like, oh, this is the thing that he's going to do. Because that's what happened in high school and college and real life.
Yeah.
And not always, but a lot of the times. And like in shows.
Yeah.
So it's just like what you expect.
Mm-hmm. One sweet thing that I remember he did was
Logan or
Logan. Yes. When they're at the party and she shows up as that cute little Elwood's bunny.
Mm-hmm.
And she mentioned that she doesn't drink at parties. So Garrett is so nice and trying to find her something that she can have. And John gives like a closed can. He goes, here, this is closed cans are safer at parties or something like that. Just that alluding to the, you know, being protective and understanding, but also not knowing the whole situation, but just being like a good, decent guy. Right.
Was it like just have a drink or whatever? It was like she clearly didn't feel comfortable and I'm not going to pry, but here you go. I know that was
very
sweet. Yes.
And speaking of that party, the J-Lo dance scene.
Oh, I know.
Where Allie's just like feeling it and doing it and working that dress. Girl,
no,
she Dean sees her.
Cute. I know. It's like in that moment, I was like, oh, they totally have chemistry. But it makes it seem like she's going to stay with her boyfriend forever. And Dean seems like a
player.
Yeah, totally. And so you're like, no, that's not going to work. And she's a strong personality. Yeah, they might hook up once or twice, but it's not going to be anything.
Yeah.
That was actually surprising to me.
Yeah.
See, this is why we say spoiler alert. That was surprising to me at the end. Once I was like, she's sneaker, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's totally Dean. Because you can't deny the chemistry that happened just then. And
they have really
but what
chemistry.
I like too is like nothing happened between them. Right? I'm remembering this right. Nothing happened between them. She officially broke up with her boyfriend, which was kind of sad, but like, I mean, okay, let's back up to that because that was, I think, a big moment too, because he wasn't a bad guy.
Right.
And
so
it was like,
he was
sometimes
safe.
like that type of stuff happens though. It's like she could have chosen to stay with him and probably been fine. And later in her life, probably had some type of midlife crisis. Right.
Yeah.
And he was comfortable and he was a good guy. So it's like, just because you have that, I mean, I had friends growing up where they dated guys for years. Like one of my friends dated a guy for like 6 years. And, you know, things were up and down and rocky, but like eventually they broke up. But I think they stayed for so long because they were each other's like, you know, 8th grade, 9th grade boyfriend, girlfriend, and they just stayed together.
It's safe and familiar and comfortable.
And it's like, it's what you know.
Yeah.
And sometimes those work out and are great, but then other times, like she clearly was in this like pivotal moment in her mind and in her life where she's like,
I don't want to be
I care about you.
Yeah.
And I love you. And I think that's why it's hard to let you go, but I don't think that you're my person forever or something. And that's like, I feel like so hard, especially when he knows her really well. I mean, he was like, you're going to break up with me.
Yeah.
And then you're going to come
like
back,
all of these
crawling
steps.
back. And then she's mad because she's like, dang it, he knows me really well. But he wasn't even being mean.
Here's your chapstick because you're out of chapstick.
Yeah.
Right.
And was giving her space.
Yeah.
And so it's like he's a nice, respectful guy, and sometimes that's just not the person for you, though.
Yeah.
Not to
There
say
has
like,
to be,
not to say ditch the nice guy and
well,
go
of
get with the guy
course.
that's going to treat you like shit, but
Yeah.
it's just like there was
But the
something
chemistry
missing between them,
Yeah.
and you could tell she was aching for chemistry and
Mhm.
kind of like, I want to be wanted and I want to want someone.
Yeah.
When she had that like 60-second dance with Dean, and immediately was like, that scared me because I really liked that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then that's hard too, because there's a difference between like, do you need to spice up your relationship and do you need to make it exciting, or is that person not for you?
Yeah.
So like that's something internally that like when I'm watching that, I'm like, oh my gosh, what is it? Like, is she just bored with him, or do they need to go on a break, or is he not her person? It's like so many things. And I think that's what she was experiencing too. Like,
Yeah.
she was still scared to break up with him.
Because it's
And so-
unknown. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's like, well, what if I do actually want him back? And sometimes when you break up with someone, you really realize that you really do want to be with them. But then did you break their trust because you broke up? I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, it's so
I thought it was
stresses me out.
interesting with Allie.
I love her. She's so
That she was this creature of habit and what she would stick with what's comfortable, and she's like a what is the word? Not professional. Serial monogamous. Like she wanted to be in a relationship. She loves the love. She wants to be part of that, which I totally get and understand. But she also wanted to like reinvent herself. She wanted to be an actress. She was looking for these, different exciting kind of goals, and it's like not quite sure or certain these types of things that she wanted to go for, but also she recognized that in herself, but made a point to change it. That's like when she called Dean instead of calling Sean, which is so funny.
Wait,
Dean and Sean.
was that her ex's name?
Sean is the ex's name. Yeah. Dean is
Love
Blondie.
siblings.
Blondie. Yeah. Which never. No, thank you for the blondes. I mean, myself personally, yes. But
yeah,
like,
you were
interested in
saying you love the blondes.
no.
Oh, I thought. Oh, but you just.
Oh
Think
no,
he's
but
so
just
hot.
like yeah.
I mean, he totally seems like a fuckboy at the beginning. When you're watching him, you're like, oh, like you're just annoying.
Yeah,
And
you're a
like,
player.
and you're kind of like the
And
dumb,
cocky.
like the dumb one out of all of them.
Yeah.
Like it's like, yeah, let's just have like 7 girls, versus being like, hey, maybe don't bring 7 girls over.
Sure.
Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe that's not a good idea. Go have fun with them, but maybe just bring one home at least. My goodness.
Right.
But then he kind of like, you realize that's just like when I think of like a zodiac sign, like that's his sun sign versus like his moon sign, and how he internalizes and thinks and processes things. That's just like, he acts like a Leo or something.
Sure. God bless the Leos in our lives.
Loud and proud and in your face, right? But yeah, he totally grows on you.
Yeah.
And then the way he just like the simple, we were talking about, you were saying when, so Garrett is trying to satisfy Hannah, and she's really nervous because she's going to go on this date and might sleep with Justin, right?
Yeah.
That's why they did this, right?
Yes.
And then Garrett's talking to Dean, and they're having that conversation.
Yeah.
And Dean he's like, what do I need to do to make sure she, is satisfied?
Yeah.
And you said it better, so say it.
Well, they were
he
talking, and
yeah.
he's like, yeah, how do I get her there?
Mhm.
And he's like, well, the number one thing is trust.
Yeah, trust.
Always have to, that is what will get her there, is if she completely and totally trusts you.
And that is truly accurate. Like,
yes.
Like a man and a woman,
Because it's
genetically
so vulnerable.
is so different in that realm.
Mm-hmm.
And so the fact that like a college guy was openly saying that, it wasn't like, just like, get it done, man. Like,
Dive in there and hit it hard.
Yeah.
No, no, that kind of took me by surprise too,
I
because
was
I
like,
didn't
wait,
expect him to
what?
say
I
that. I'm like,
kinda-
oh,
Yes.
oh, okay. Oh, he can. Oh, he can get her there. Well,
Okay.
good for him. Good for them.
You write that.
Anyway,
Put it all over the
hey,
room.
write it down.
Trust, safe,
Yeah.
safe.
Yeah.
And it was especially important for Hannah because of what
Of her
you
past.
find out
Yeah.
that she was raped in high school by a hockey
assaulted.
player.
Yeah.
Right. And
Yeah.
so it's like she was very triggered by that stuff. And
Yeah.
as I've gotten older, I have learned more people that I know stuff like that has happened to. And it's not always like this crazy, a random man in an alley.
Sure.
It's always like someone you knew or at a party, or like you were maybe talking to this guy and he pushed things too far.
Yeah.
And so, it was especially important. And obviously Dean didn't know that about Hannah.
Right.
But he's just like a decent guy.
Yeah.
And so But like as Graham and her, I can't remember if she told him about that happening early on or if it was later. Did Hannah tell him that before they had that kind of awkward,
Yes.
sweet?
I think
but
she
really,
told him right before.
like,
And
I
she's like,
can't.
don't dwell on this.
Oh yeah.
But that was also
Yeah.
something that I really admired and respected, even though, of course, that type of situation or that type of thing sticks with you your entire life.
Yeah.
She didn't make it her whole identity. She
Yeah.
was able to say, we're not going to dwell on this because this is not who I am.
Yeah.
It did happen, and
And it
obviously
affected her
it's
in this
yeah
exact situation.
horrendous, awful situation, right?
Yeah.
But she wants to reclaim
Yeah.
herself and her
Yeah, no, I
identity and
like
her
that a lot.
sexuality and
Yeah.
be okay with her body and
Yeah.
others near and around her body and
I
things
feel
like
like
that.
she is sometimes I would feel like she was a little awkward, but I was like, she's so brave too. Like there's
Yeah.
no way in hell I would ever have done something like that.
I know.
Especially in that's the most vulnerable place you
Yeah.
could ever be.
Yeah.
And that she like trusted him enough. And also I'm like, oh, what a weird like friend thing to do. Like it's so nice at the same time. I
yes.
feel weird, but also like you guys are gonna end up together, so it's not that weird.
Yeah.
But in the moment, I remember Miranda telling me, oh, Stacey, what episode are on you? She's like, this is gonna be weird. And
Yeah.
I'm like, She's like, did you watch it yet? I'm like, no. And then I watched it and I remember being like,
Oh. I know. I think I giggled and I was like, oh,
I'm like, wait, no.
okay.
But then I was
Yeah.
like at the end after,
But
I was like,
also,
I feel like that was so
what a
sweet
brave thing.
and healing, and
Yeah.
that he's not weird about
Yeah.
it. He was
Yeah.
nice about it because that is
Very
a weird
kind.
moment.
Yeah.
Even if I had to do that in front of my husband, I feel after I'd be like, I don't feel like I can look at you for 24 hours.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And I thought it was funny and sweet and cool at that like date night that they were having, and she goes over in one of Allie's, like little skimpy dresses.
Oh, yeah.
And she goes over in her high heels and stuff, and he looks at her and he's like,
Take it off.
do you want to wear something more comfortable? And she's like, oh my gosh, yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I just thought that was really, really sweet. So she puts on a big old t-shirt, and I'm like, oh, it was just really thoughtful.
It's
nice.
they are so sweet, and he's just, obviously like the whole show, from the beginning, like he's totally gonna fall for her while
Yeah.
he's trying to help, but like through the whole thing, I think you're constantly surprised by how well they handle these things,
Mhm.
and it
Mhm.
shows that when you go. Even Garrett's background, I mean, he's a rough relationship with his dad. His mom, I think, had passed away. His
Mhm.
dad was abusive, but like there's things that he did where I was like, I'm impressed. Like he obviously didn't handle it perfectly, but you
Sure.
can tell he's trying really hard.
Yeah.
And I think it kind of shows like everything good in life takes a lot of effort.
Yeah.
And that like even though he's already kicking ass in hockey and working hard in college
Yeah.
and being a good person or whatever, but like also like he's like trying to work on himself. And even there's one moment where like Hannah doesn't respond to him, and I'm like getting pissed at her. I'm like, show up for your dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you're just wallowing in on this thing that happened to you in the past that you kind of act like you're over, but it's like she also can't push that aside.
Yeah.
Like it just happened in that
and
moment.
it's just smacking her right in the face
she
again.
shows up and I'm like, oh, he's going to be pissed at her. And he literally is like, you had me worried.
Yeah. I was worried about you.
And I'm like,
You have to let me know you're
wait,
okay.
Like he's
Yeah.
not angry with her because like he could be.
Sure.
She didn't
Like,
show
she
up for him
needed to-
at like one of the most important moments, and she apologizes, but also is like, sorry, I wasn't here. And he's like, can you please just answer your phone and tell me next time that you're okay?
Yeah.
And it's like, oh my gosh, you weren't even mad at her. Just like so many little things like that through the whole.
Very emotionally mature.
Yeah. And it's refreshing. And like, I think that like even women in their 30s with their husbands are working a lot on those types of things, of like the
Yes.
way that your husband or wife reacts to you.
Yep.
And so seeing it in like a college student is like admirable.
Yeah.
And I think it shows like this can happen if you work hard on yourself and do it freaking in college.
Yeah.
When you don't have kids and you're not freaking married, because it's so
Yes.
much harder.
Yes, it has taken some odd years for me to realize like things that I need,
Mm-hmm.
but also to verbalize it
Yeah.
and to be able to talk about it and say, hey,
Yeah.
this is what I need, not expect my amazing, wonderful husband to be able to read my mind.
Mhm.
Most of the time he can, but I feel like I've gotten, of course, more comfortable and I understand what I need
Yeah.
and I'm okay to verbalize it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's such a
So
good
it's taken
skill.
me
Yeah.
more than college age
That's what I'm saying.
to
I'm
get
like,
there.
it's great to see that like they're talking about that at that age
Yeah.
and getting those conversations more comfortable. And I do
Yes.
think as the generations, there's pros and cons to all of them, right? But
Yeah.
like as they've gotten younger, I feel like the things that I maybe don't love about the younger generation, there's also, they talk a lot more, I feel like. Or at least like, frick, I guess I could at least speak on behalf of millennials because I'm a millennial and I feel like a lot of, we're trying to do the work.
Yeah.
Because we're like, we don't want to do like, love our parents, but like, I want to fix the parts that didn't work there.
Yeah. Oh,
Or
for sure.
like, I'm not going to pretend I'm okay and I'm not a housewife. Oh no, I am not a sourdough girly. I'm not here in my apron and my pearls. Okay, this is not going to happen. As much as I would love that, maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, we just make $1 million and I just stay home and make sourdough and we have a nanny and a house cleaner and, you know, all the things.
Yes.
As much as that would be great.
Yeah.
It's like, that is not me at all.
Yeah.
I'm like, I can really make a good, you know, lasagna soup.
Sure.
Yeah. Crock that
Delicious.
chicken, baby.
Absolutely.
That shit for 4 days.
Yes. Yes. Plop it
know?
in there. I will say I am all for, you know, women empowerment. Girls can do anything else that boys
do
can.
anything.
Right.
You can do better.
Right. But I will say that like gender roles are that way for a reason.
Yeah.
Because women have a lot of strengths that men don't, and men have the opposite, which is why we complement each other so much.
Right.
And
everyone
depending
finds
on
their
every
niche or whatever,
right,
works for
every
them.
different type of relationship, whatever relationship you're in, your life partner, whatever relationship you're in, whatever works for you, I support that.
Yes.
But I do love having a strong masculine man in my life.
Yes, I agree. Yeah. Okay, there's a scene that I was trying to find a video, actually. I'm going to still try and find it. I saved it, and I don't know why I'm being so challenged right now. I'm like, where is my saved post in my Instagram? But it's like two guys watching that scene on purpose, and you see him just going like, oh, Garrett, like, no, why are your toes doing that? I hate you know, like so uncomfortable. It's so funny, though.
Yeah.
I'm like, that should be something like every female should make their husbands watch that and just like record them and watch them get all awkward and squeamish. Like, ew, why are you making, you know, I think I should get to Q. He would love that. It's like, delete that video immediately. But I want to go back a little bit to what happened to Hannah. And you had kind of talked about, you know, she was raped in high school and, she like ran into, she didn't talk about it a lot. So like you didn't find this out right away. And you said that like she didn't make it her whole, like it didn't destroy her. It didn't destroy
entire
her
identity.
Yeah.
Right.
And I had mentioned that there's people that I know and more people that I have realized have been sexually abused in some way. And to see her say, she even mentions in there, I'm pretty sure something about like therapy or something like how it's helped her. And I just think it like, obviously it's a show, but I feel like in that show, she really proves, I guess, to the world and to females, like it doesn't have to destroy you. Yeah. And yes, this happened to me, but it's not going to ruin my sex life forever and me be traumatized.
Yeah.
Because that is something that should be enjoyed and a beautiful thing. And so she kind of is like, and that's why they have that scene together with her and Garrett. She's like, I refuse to let that control this part of my life.
Yeah.
And she does.
Yeah.
She
it's very
has
empowering.
a breakthrough. And then not only that is like, there's still moments where you can see, like she has flashbacks and you can see that guy's face, or you can like the hockey even sometimes because he was a hockey player will like bring those up.
Yeah.
And she like takes deep breaths and kind of moves through it, but she doesn't just let it like destroy her. There's that one scene at the end where you can see it take over her again. And it's like, but those are like the breakthrough moments too.
Yeah.
Because that will be a part of her life for her whole life,
Yeah.
but it doesn't destroy her. And I just thought that was like, for like a female, like it doesn't have to. Like, yeah, they did something terrible, but they don't get to ruin the rest of your life.
Right. It doesn't excuse the behavior.
It was a moment
absolutely not.
where you didn't have control and someone hurt you.
Yes.
But it was one moment, and we're going to cover that moment with a million other things.
Yes.
And I can't like speak from experience, but just watching that, I felt like it was really powerful, and it spoke to girls because unfortunately a lot of that stuff happens in like your younger years, like high school or even like junior high school, and college, where like, you know, you go to the wrong party or, you know,
and the men and males that it happens to, which
Yeah.
doesn't get reported, which is,
I don't even
the
know
same.
the statistic on all of that, but I'm sure.
Right. I'm sure they're much lower than what it actually is, which is upsetting. And, I mean, the world that we live in, it just unfortunately is a part of the reality. However, there's a scene in there where she's on the phone with her mom at like her peak breakdown moment because
yes.
this guy,
When
this
she missed the
horrible
game,
person
Garrett's
is
game, right?
she's riding her bike
Yeah.
and her bike breaks and she calls her mom and she's just sobbing on the phone and you just want to give her a hug. But her mom, because she's just saying, I'm so sorry, I'm just sorry. And she goes, well, what have you done wrong?
Yeah.
And she's on the phone with her mom and she goes, what? And she goes, when you apologize for something, it usually means that you've done something wrong. And she just goes on to explain to her, nothing that you have ever done has ever, this isn't your fault at all.
Yeah.
You've done nothing wrong. You went to a party and hung out with friends. And then all of this stuff happened.
Yeah.
None of it is your fault. So you don't need to apologize. And I've tried to get better at that because I'm an apologizer. Like, oh, sorry. Oh, excuse me. Oh, sorry. But I've tried to get better at that because I don't need to apologize for things.
Like I do the same thing.
Yeah.
Especially if you run into a stranger or something automatically. And I'm like, actually,
right.
You actually hit me with your cart. Why did I just say sorry to you?
Right.
And you said it's okay?
Right.
You actually just
like,
rammed my shoulder. Why am I
Yes.
apologizing?
Yes. So like in those types of silly situations in the grocery store, you cut someone off as you're turning a corner and they're coming around this corner. You're like, oh, excuse me, instead of saying sorry. Anyway, just a silly little thing that I've been trying to do. Just excuse me. Yeah.
Excuse me.
Because nobody's at fault. It's like claiming that it was your fault that you did something intentionally to, bother someone else.
Yeah.
But, anyway.
That is a good little reminder. Never say sorry. Say, excuse me. Pardon me, miss.
Pardon. I beg your pardon.
Yes. Well, actually, I'm curious. Did you binge it or did you really?
Yes.
Like one day?
Yes.
Okay. I feel like for me, it was binging because I watched like 2 or 3 episodes a day when the kids would go to sleep. I think I watched it in 3 days. There's only, I think, 8 episodes, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Who was, let's see, obviously the boys are so handsome and the girls are darling too. I think that like when you first start a show, it's like, oh, okay. And then as the show goes on, you're just like, everyone becomes more attractive. I'm like, I don't know if they actually do that or if you just think they're more attractive or do they make them wear a little more makeup or like make Garrett's hair a little more gel than wet and like pour baby oil on him. Like, I don't know what you guys are doing to him, but like, what are you doing to him?
Yeah.
And when the boys work out, like a little eye candy. Let's just like appreciate where there's a nice physique.
Well done.
Good job, God. Because they're just like working out and they slow it down on purpose and they have music on and you see them like whip their hair and it's like sweaty and it's probably so stinky, but you're like, okay. I feel like I can smell a good cologne through the TV.
Right. Nice fresh deodorant.
Handsome boys. I'm looking on my phone like, how old are these guys in real life? Like, am I allowed to be thinking, you know? Like, please tell me. No. That's funny. Garrett's like young. I think he's like 19 or 20. Now I need to look it up. And then I feel creepy.
Yeah.
Because you're double his age. Sorry.
Right. Yeah, no.
I need to look that up right now. But I'm like, they're such handsome boys and they're all so nice.
Yeah. I think they pick very attractive people to be in the show.
Yeah, the girl, like I love their friendship.
Yeah,
they're very different.
Hannah,
but
and
I
Allie.
just love so much when Hannah was having a moment, and Allie has her moments. Allie seems a little bit more like up and down.
Yeah,
but like that's kind of her personality,
right?
And she seems to kind of be able to level herself out, but she has moments, and it's like, whoa, and then she calms down.
Yeah,
but I feel like Hannah has more of like. Maybe we'll get a little nervous or like overthinking. And then she'll have one big moment where it's like, you know? Yeah. Why am I even saying that? Oh, because there's a moment where they're talking and she just like completely talks Hannah off a ledge. And it's almost like in that moment, they almost switch spots a little. And she has like such wise things to say. Yeah. And it's like, as a parent, I hope my kids find good relationships like that because truly, I had such good girlfriends. I feel like we carried each other through a lot of shit. Like, I have, like, my small little circle, and through each phase of my life, I mean, like, Hannah was there. We were such weirdos. But, like, we were really close for this, like, pivotal moment. Me and Megan were really close. Me and Minter, like, they were always like a really good girlfriend where I'm like, I could tell him anything no matter how different we were.
Yeah.
They knew everything about my family, you know, and it's like they just knew everything about everything.
Yeah.
And so to be able to have someone that knows you that well and to sit down. I remember when I was dating Q actually, and I was talking to Minta, and she's like grinning as I'm talking to her, and I'm actually mad and frustrated. I'm like, why are you smiling?
It's
I
not
literally said, why are
funny.
you smiling?
Yeah.
Like I'm bothered. That's not fucking funny.
It's not
Minta.
funny.
And she just goes, he's just like you. And I just thought to myself,
Oh.
I'm like, are you for
yeah.
real? The things that are bothering me? She's like, don't you blah, blah, blah. And she like explains, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm looking in a
okay.
mirror.
Mm.
Ah.
Mhm.
So having friends like that it's so important.
Yeah.
It's so important. So I love that, like, the little moments they have, like, they really did such a good job at like building the relationship, building everything built up so well. And there were such good moments in it. And the
Yeah.
whole show was like almost healing, just like so many different parts of it. I'm like, if you haven't watched it, you have to watch it.
Yes. Do watch it.
It's really
For
not
sure.
that risque. It's like a little bit, but like not really. Maybe don't watch it with your kids around, but like watch it with your husband around.
Sure.
My husband was always very grateful. He was like, I know what show you watched. And like, love you.
Can rev you right up for
I
it.
know.
Yep.
But it's such a good show. And the next season is coming out, and it's going to be about Dean and
Definitely. I'm excited to see how that arc
Yes, I love
goes.
seeing different relationships. And then I'm like, I want to see
Yes.
Logan find someone because he's precious.
Yes.
And he's
so
incredibly
wonderful.
talented outside that show.
Yeah.
If you haven't
Yeah.
looked him up, he is so talented, beautiful singer, incredible.
That's awesome. Oh,
So
I
incredible.
did want to just touch on Hannah's figure
Oh.
and how beautiful
Yes.
she
And I
is.
love that she was like,
and she was soft. She just looked
Mhm.
just soft and beautiful. And I think growing up in my era where Victoria's Secret was,
yeah,
you know,
strictly fake double D breasts.
Right.
Yeah.
right. That was, and
not
it was such a
realistic.
model, and there was a lot of not just socially
Yeah.
on appearance and physicality, I guess. But like religiously, I know that we don't have to get into it, but
The way we were
body,
raised, yeah,
not
yeah.
body shaming, but just like super aware of our bodies.
Yeah.
And
in
I
a
just
not healthy way.
right,
Yeah.
right,
Overly
like being
obsessing.
ashamed.
Yeah. And ashamed.
yeah. But I think that having her be not even that she was like
She
fuller,
just looked normal,
just
and she
looked
was
like a normal woman,
A
and
normal woman
beautiful.
with beautiful breasts.
She really did have
Yeah,
a nice set.
but like just curvy, not super. I mean, to
right, you
each
could
their
you
own.
couldn't see her ribs,
Yeah.
which
And
if you show
right.
your ribs, great. If you're
Right.
that, if you were that way,
But it
great.
just was nice
But
to
it was
normalize
just
a normal body that maybe doesn't go to the gym for 2 hours every day and isn't trying to be a bodybuilder. And it's just like a normal physique. And she was beautiful. She's beautiful.
stunning.
So, oh my gosh, we could actually talk about them for like another 3 episodes because there's so much to dive into and so many different memes and posts that like, you know, you have therapists diving into it. You have just like millennial moms being like, why are we so in love with this show? But it's so good. You guys should watch it. It really is incredible. And also easy on the eyes. And your husband might be grateful. So go watch it with your partner. He might even actually like the show too. He might think that, you know, there's good things to learn from it, if you know what I'm saying. So, yeah, that's it. We're going to wrap up and we will see you guys next time.
And see.
So, bye.